Well, we have to see if it's working.
Yeah, we do. It should. I should be able to see over here on my other monitor.
Oh my goodness!
Right.
Dual wielding monitors. Okay, it says we're live.
Yeah, we probably are. There we are.
But are we on the correct link?
We are on the correct link. Yes. Praise Jesus and Kenneth Anger and Aleister Crowley.
I don't know if I can pray to him. Although I get it, but it's maybe not for me.
Yeah, I just I pulled out Crowley's deck. Hey Mark, I pulled out Crowley's deck because Kenneth Anger really liked Aleister Crowley and became a Thelemite. So otherwise,
I feel like that doesn't surprise me, because when I feel like part of his big sell, I don't know. I just feel like Crowley is like anti-Semitic, right?
Oh yeah.
So
among other things. I mean,
yeah. So it seems like Kenneth Anger even. I mean, I have to imagine if you grow up in Hollywood around those stereotypes, you're gonna be anti-Semitic, which is a bummer because Kenneth Anger is really cool. I didn't know it. I didn't mean to start this stream out on like who's anti-Semitic. But here we are.
Here we are.
I guess. But yeah, it's just racism inside the industry.
Yeah, and I mean, and I think Kenneth Anger is great too. And then he has all these other things, like supposedly, I'll talk about that a little later. Like supposedly, like he hit some lady trying with a cab, or like not with a cab, but not with a cab. I'll talk about it later. So, like, no,
I want to know how he hit that lady. Yeah, I want to know about him hitting the lady.
Right. So, here we are, woman beating.
I mean, yeah, I love how.
Hi, Genocide.
Hi, Genocide. Happy New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Everybody join us.
Yes.
I don't think I see how many people are here, and that's fine.
Okay.
I don't really, whoever's here is here.
Yeah, we're still trying to attract people to our secret antenna channel. They still have to get warmed up to us being here.
Yeah, it's time. Catch up. This is where we are now. 2021 is over. I feel like yearly markers, completely meaningless to me now. It's meaningless. I mean, New Year's for me, end of the calendar year, I've always been like, whatever. I've been more of a Mardi Gras New Year person. But now it's we don't even have Mardi Gras. I mean, maybe there's Mardi Gras this year, I guess, but it's not going to be the same. So what is time?
What is time? I know. And the New Year's happen. All different cultures have different New Year's too. But I like this one because my calendar changes.
Yes. That is nice. Oh yeah, I gotta send you a breakfast calendar.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking of that now. Yeah.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Genocide. Glad to have you here while we're warming up our secret antenna channel and talking about this Hollywood Babylon.
We should make tinfoil hats.
Oh, we should make tinfoil hats.
You made those fucking awesome face covering facial recognition jewelry, anti-facial recognition jewelry. That shit was so cool, dude.
I still want to do that stuff. I got all those, before the pandemic hit, they're down in my basement now. I had them in here for a while, but I got those styrofoam heads on the long necks. I got a dozen of them.
No,
I spent
in your basement.
I spent $70 on styrofoam heads so I could put my facial recognition.
And now they have a village. Now they have a village in your basement.
They have a village in my basement. It's pretty funny because I had the whole show plans and then the pandemic came and changed everything.
Oh, right. Yeah. Damn, that was gonna be so cool.
I know.
Another thing, the things canceled in that April are like erased from my mind basically. Like I was supposed to tour that April.
Yep.
Like I was doing like a little music tour like through Texas, and sometimes I remember I had this whole tour booked and I'm like, huh, I totally forgot that that was the thing that I was gonna do.
What? Wait, tinfoil attracts alien
Um,
mind probes? Thank God you're here, Genocide.
Wow. So we got to go foraging for tin. Okay. Okay. This is good to know because I would have made the wrong thing and then I'd be susceptible.
Well, maybe we should do it with moss. What about moss hats?
I mean, moss is good, but will it? I mean, yeah. No, I think moss is good.
Yeah,
Moss,
is
if
good.
it has like a little bit of, like, if it had any kind of fungus growing on it and that we get that mycelium barrier protecting us, like, that would be good.
I think so
stay
too.
thinking about that. Yeah.
Hey, so like, what about like Ghislaine and
You know, I gotta say, I like never got that deep dive into the Jeffrey Epstein thing because I'm just like, oh yeah, of course that fucking bitch did it. Of course all these people were involved. Of course he killed himself or didn't kill himself. And
yeah, Eileen.
just like it didn't blow my mind at all, I guess.
Right.
But it's still fucking cool that that girl got convicted, but also it's not because fuck the justice system.
Well, and somebody told me like today too, just a little while ago, texted me back because I was like, I'm not looking at this stuff today. I don't know what's going on. And he's like, oh, well, they're still trying to work out a deal. And it's like it must be nice to be able to work out a deal after you get convicted. So like, because that's why I wasn't looking because I saw people like getting, celebrating that she got convicted. And I'm like, it ain't over because it never is with these people. I'll believe it when I see it. And so then so she got convicted, but because of who she is, she gets to be like, all right, now I want to make a deal. Now I want to play ball. Like nobody else can do that after a conviction. You can't, that's not how it works.
Yeah, the justice system is fucked. And what even is, I mean, I guess like if obviously my gut reaction is like, oh hell yeah, like fuck her. She's a super predator. She deserves whatever. But then when I think about it's still happening within like the American justice system, it's like, wait, this sucks. And even though like my gut reaction is to like feel like even a little bit of relief when I think about it for more than 2 seconds, and I'm like, this still has like nothing to do with like leading us towards the abolitionist future. And also any kind of actual like fixing of her harm, it's like not going to happen in the system. And what do you have that be? And the whole system is the reason that she was able to do it. And honestly, it kind of starts.
It does.
Here.
It does. I agree.
So it's wild that the Ghislaine shit happened today because it's like anytime I read these books, I'm just like, oh, this is why all these powerful people get away with sex crimes all the time, because Hollywood was the first industry that was making a ton of money. People like executives in Hollywood were committing horrible sex crimes from the get-go, and they had the most money. So all the laws that were being made were like really lenient on these people that had a bunch of money and power.
Yep. It's the truth. I don't know if I brought this up ever before, but that thing that a few years ago that Barbara Streisand said about Michael Jackson.
What did she say?
She said, I mean, like, I just feel like Barbara Streisand, just like she's been in this industry like her whole life. Like she doesn't like think straight, and like
she needs to not speak.
Right. And like now she's at that age where like she kind of forgets that like what she's can say and can't say, a little bit. And so like, but what she said about Michael Jackson was, she said, well, and I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but she said like, he's a genius and a person's like sexual preferences should have nothing to do with anything. And it's like Did you say sexual preferences? Like, excuse
Babs.
me, Babs. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly,
shut
Babs.
up.
Come back here and tell us more about the way Hollywood sees. Like, she's like offended that that the whole world is holding this against him, or whatever. And I'm like, Barbara, you've been your whole life wasn't, you don't, but it just kind of led me to this conclusion that like all these people know, and they either think like, well, that they're a genius, that's what they're into, or they're just like, I didn't see anything, and they
But
don't
also, I
answer.
think, like, specifically with people who come up in Hollywood, like, child sex stuff, like, is weirdly normalized because
Yes.
so many people go through it. Like, so many child actors go through this shit. Like, they talk
Yep.
about it. It's not like a secret. And then like the creepy things about like just specifically them being into like underage people. It's just like it's a pattern. And it's like a really scary pattern.
Look at
And
like
if they grow up in it, it's almost like they're just products of their environment.
Right, which is what I took from Babs saying that. I'm just like, she's just like at that. She knew 30 years ago, she knew not to mention it because us little plebes just can't deal with it. But now she's just like over it or doesn't know any better or whatever. But I mean, that's like from the first Hollywood Babylon book.
Yeah.
Lolita was groomed. Charlie Chaplin started grooming little Lolita when she was 7.
Yeah.
And then he married her. She was knocked up and then married him when she was 16.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Like, I don't know. Like,
and
it's really just the worst shit too. Like, it's really hard to talk about because it's just like, this is the worst thing you could do. This is the worst fucking thing you could do.
And it seems to be like
so many people are doing it.
Yeah,
and
it's like,
I mean, I don't want to exaggerate and be like, there's pedophiles everywhere. It's just like this Hollywood from the get-go like harbors an environment where it can happen for people. And even if it's not the majority, it's like it only has to be like a couple people to be like completely fucked.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know. I think it's probably a little bit more prevalent like in society than we like to think about, just kind of in general, like, I mean, we just don't like to think about that much, but like it probably is.
It's like a really crazy, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know enough about how is even the correct way to talk about this,
True. There's that thing that if the marriage lasts, it wasn't pedophilia. It's true. That's like true. It's like, well, it all worked out. Hey, Keith.
Hey, Keiths. Cheers.
And those things that we're talking about there with like Charlie Chaplin or whatever, those we know for a fact are true. Sometimes when it comes to Kenneth Anger, we don't always know.
That's funny too, because I read all his stuff and I'm just like, yes, bitch, spill. Like, I know all this shit is true. Like, read that, like, get it out. I know. I know, but I guess he has to be exaggerating some stuff.
It seems like it. I mean, we talked about, and I hope everybody goes to watch. We did, before we were Secret Antenna, we did like a long, like a 2-hour talk on this that's on, you should load that up to this channel.
Oh, yes, I should, because it will be on an external hard drive that I have. Sweet.
So we did a long, like, deep dive into Hollywood Babylon with some forays into like Edward Bernays and the Hollywood sign and all that. Yes. When we got done with it, Callie was like, that beast. And I'm like, that was a beast. It was like over 2 hours long. But
then I saw this on Twitter the other day, like just reminding me, or it was you like retweeted it, how like Edward Bernays' relative is the person that like made Netflix or something.
I just like learned that today from that tweet. One of our like, hey, Lena, good to see you. Hi. Thank you. Yeah, I just learned that today and retweeted it. But that's one. I think that's one of our folks that follow us on Twitter that said that yeah.
Yeah.
So some like Edward Bernays' nephew is a co-founder of Netflix. But I love what
insane propaganda machine, and it.
I know. I love what that person said about it because they're like everything on Netflix is a limited hangout, you know, and I'm like that's true, and like. I knew that Netflix was brainwashing all of us, but I didn't know how totally, thoroughly connected it was to Edward Bernays and Sigmund Freud.
That's why I was actually like at first, honestly, skeptical when you were like, we should watch Wormwood. And then I was like, oh, it's a Netflix show.
I know.
But I was like, don't be a fucking buzzkill. But mostly for me, even before I knew that it was like Edward Bernays' relative or whatever, which is so sus. I'm just like, all this shit is fucking bad. Like, all this Netflix original shit, it's just ass. Like, they all fucking suck. It's just like a cool concept with a cool trailer, but like beyond the trailer, it's just like absolute garbage, except for a couple things. Like, I like that Daredevil show.
I haven't watched that.
I don't know. I mean, of course, there's exceptions, but like most Netflix originals are really, really bad, which is so shitty because they are producing so much of the content that people are watching right now.
Right. I had to change my earrings because I realized the thumbs were going the wrong way.
Oh, gotta switch it up.
Yeah, I mean, I normally like people have been telling me to watch Wormwood for a long time, and I kept seeing that it was on Netflix, and I was like, everything on Netflix is a brainwash. And then I was like, oh, it's Errol Morris. And so I actually signed back up for Netflix.
And it was good.
And then I watched all this other shit. And I'm like, I'm letting my brain be eaten.
Yeah. I mean, they have stuff on there. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I don't know. Certain things. But when I was rereading, like I guess not rereading because I hadn't read it yet. I was reading Hollywood Babylon 2 like over the past couple weeks, getting ready for this. And just thinking about how, yes, he should not have done Liz Taylor like that on the cover.
I know. He did her dirty, didn't he?
Chill.
That's gotta be the worst day of her life right there.
Because honestly, it's like, you don't have to look that bad. Like, yes, at the end of her life, she had gained a bunch of weight. Come on, bitch. Like, you don't need to make her look like that.
But she's like sitting in the back of a car. Like, that's somebody else. I know.
It's the most like, flattering fucking. It's like she's crumpled over.
Yes. It's horrible.
Let me see if I can imitate her.
I didn't. Oh my God. And
that's what she looks like.
I know she does. And she's probably like high on Valium. And she's like, I'm just trying to smile. You know, or whatever. I didn't even recognize her for the longest time on the cover of the book until I know because I had it on my desk for a while.
Fucking deserve it. She didn't fucking deserve
that.
No,
she did not.
Okay, what I was gonna say before I forget. Okay, I got it. I was reading about how basically like everybody moved into Hollywood like prospectors. They were there for a return on an investment. And there were still a bunch of like cool artists who were involved. So but like really since the get-go, like Hollywood has just been about getting a return on investment. And when that's your reasoning for like making a movie, it's not going to be art-based. And like there's, God, it's so fucking frustrating. Like I went to film school. I wanted to like make art movies. I went to film school as like, I mean, I was a child, but I was an artist. And I wanted to make like artistic movies. And then like through 4 years of expensive private school at this like really good film school, I just like learned how Hollywood is just like a bullshit factory. And it's like nobody, even college institutions who are just there to like get you into Hollywood don't want to fucking facilitate like any art. It's all just like, you're going to go work 14-hour days for Dennis Leary's nephew or like some celebrity's cousin, and that's it. And you don't have any choice. And that's why everything's trash, except for like the fucking freaky outlier weird art that you can luckily find on like YouTube or wherever. But
yeah,
What's
No,
Kenneth saying?
but you're 100% right. Abramson is good friends with Anger. Oh, that's cool. And
I
has
don't
some
know who that
interviews
is.
with him. Oh yeah, that's cool. Him and he and I can't think of her name right now. Dr. Sinclair. I also dropped out of film school because you
Jeez.
had to
Well,
rely on 50
unfortunately,
other
I didn't
trash
fucking
artists.
drop out. I'm just in debt still, and especially because I got a BFA, and like for my BFA project, it cost like $10,000, and I had to like take out a loan because the college didn't pay for it. Dude, fuck the film industry. It's trash.
I'll tell you what, Eileen, like the second Hollywood Babylon is harsh. Like a lot of I didn't know a lot of the people in this book anyway, and then on top of it, it's just like it's freaking harsh. Like
Okay,
not
Michelle.
what?
Once we're together again, we can record the audiobook version of Hollywood Babylon. I speak it into existence.
I love it.
So let it be.
This one's amazing, though. The first Hollywood Babylon, I think is really amazing. And you know what else? I did not actually realize until today. I just kind of came across it subtly. Was that there's supposedly a ghostwriter on Kenneth Anger and a ghostwriter did this because
I can see that.
Supposedly,
Oh God.
Right?
So fun.
Elliot somebody, and I was like, wait, what?
Oh.
Because I'm always like giving Kenneth Anger so much. I'm like, he's just his flair in writing is so much.
I bet that was him though.
Right?
I bet it was him and some little twink that he found. Smoking cigarettes, drinking, probably like doing some lines and just being like, and then this magical mistress Minx meandered menacingly down the boulevard.
That's Kenneth Anger for sure.
Yeah, I really bet it was him. And I feel like confident in that because of his films too.
Yeah.
Because he made really weird movies, dude. I just feel
he made really weird movies. That the thing with Lucifer Rising, which you can find, that on YouTube. But what's interesting one of the many interesting things about that film is he was making it like in the 60s, and it's like 28 minutes long or something. Like it's not like a long film, but he was making it in the 60s, and he was searching. He needed, he's like Lucifer is a young teenage boy, and you're like, I bet he is, or whatever. And so he's like, I gotta
Ken.
Right, of course, obviously. The name Kenneth Anger. Oh, he wrote the Hollywood Babylon books, and he directed Lucifer Rising and some other like short like art films. Like I don't know. I don't think Kenneth Anger ever had a Hollywood film. Ever got that. But
he was in A Midsummer Night's Dream when he was a child. Like he
supposedly
acted when he was a child. There's a photo of him.
I know, but I believe it, but it also
is it contested? Even though there's a picture? Oh, I love that. Oh, I fucking love that. And I hope it's somebody else. Oh,
and Kenneth Anger will go on about I remembered. I know I could smell the lights and blah blah blah, and then it's like maybe he did that. It's contested. I don't know, but he was making Lucifer Rising in the 60s, and he's like, I gotta find the perfect like teenage boy to play Lucifer, whatever, right? And so he settles on this guy named Bobby. I'm going to pronounce the name wrong, but Bobby Buscemi. And so, so they start making this film. And then at some point in time, Kenneth Anger says, well, I don't have the film because it was stolen. And Bobby Buscemi is the one who like took the actual, like film, like physical film footage, which later Bobby Buscemi's like bullshit. He ran out of money and he just needed something to tell people. But here's the thing, Bobby Buscemi then, and this is real. This is not, you're going to love this. He joins up with Charles Buscemi. Keith is making fun of me. I know I'm not saying that.
Who knows?
No, I'm not. He joins up with Charles Manson and winds up.
You
Yes,
can't escape him.
can't escape him, and then winds up. Bobby Buscemi winds up being the guy who kills Gary Hinman as part of Manson's like thing, and this is thing his cult or whatever.
His little thing.
His little
thing.
Oh, that little club he had. Yeah, so that's not how it's pronounced. I know it's not. That's how it's pronounced. Like Boozle. Thank you. I didn't even get it when you were.
Thank you, Keith. What would we do without
Bobby Boozle.
Babby Boojale. Babby Boojale.
I love it when I'm reading something. I'm like, I'll never be able to pronounce that. I'm just gonna, but I don't care.
You have a support system, Michelle. We're here for you, for Adirondacks, for Boozle, for whatever the fuck you need, dude.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. So yeah, and I mean, like, I don't know, after you were cast as Lucifer by like one of the only like out gay men, you know, that's the other thing about Kenneth Anger. He was always out and like it was illegal.
Yeah. So for that reason, he is cool. Like,
yeah.
He's cool because of that. But also, he's really sketchy.
He's really sketchy because we had talked about that too before. One of the things that I think it's like he always talks that Peggy Entwistle, she jumped off the 13th letter of the Hollywood sign, you know, and so you of course you think it's the D, and she jumped off the 13th letter, but she jumped off the H, right? So he never, right? Like he doesn't like. He didn't say she jumped off the D. That's just like what you're gonna.
Also, Hollywood is 9 letters. Stop.
He convinced me Hollywood was 13 letters.
Wait. The sign used to say something different, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, it said Hollywood Land. Whew. God, thank you.
It's X 13. Wow, this was very fun to work through. That was fun.
Me and Callie do math. That's right. It was Hollywood Land.
I got to access the memory.
Oh my
God. At count numbers.
That threw me for a second. I was like, wait, all these years.
Oh my God, stop.
Thank you. Oh God, I would have thought about that later. I would have woke up in the middle of the night. Hollywood Land. Fuck.
Oh my God, I'm crying. This is
so, but at any rate, she did not jump off. She jumped off the H. So like, I love that, but I love that about Anger because he's like,
he's just
I never said she jumped off the D. I never said that.
It depends on which way you're counting.
Right.
I mean, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna be Lucifer's advocate.
Okay.
What if when you're like walking up the path of the Hollywood sign, you start at the D?
Maybe from the back. Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe
I have no idea. I've never been to California.
I have been, but I've never been behind the Hollywood sign.
You've been to LA?
Yep.
Was it fun?
LA's cool. LA is really cool. Yeah.
What did you do there?
We did a show on Sunset Strip.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Michelle Embry, she's a celebrity.
That's right.
Shows on Sunset Strip.
You know it.
Okay, should I introduce my character?
Yeah. I'm Judy Garner.
Judy. You're never gonna book a movie. Give me a rent or get the hell out. They don't like little skinny mousy girls like you in Hollywood. Thank you.
Yay!
That's been my acting.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. You were so
I
good,
should-
I couldn't act back.
No, it's Callie. It's me. It's Callie. I'm not. Wow. I know. I'm very powerful at acting.
I was like, oh my God, okay, I'll pay my rent.
Judy, you'll never make it in this town.
You know, Judy couldn't pay her rent though. You remember? Do you know that story?
No.
She couldn't pay her rent, and like they were trying to kick her out, and so she was like, she didn't have like money. Like they were trying to kick her out of her place, and she didn't have money to like do wash and stuff like that, and they wouldn't pay. They wouldn't do it because she wasn't paying. So the room service or whatever couldn't come. So she was washing her sheets in the sink and hanging them out the window. Like, yeah, okay.
Wow.
I know. She got him. She's
And
like,
now she's Liza Minnelli's mom.
Yeah, now she's
Amazing.
Liza Minnelli's mom. Yes, see, like you're getting all this applause. Ah, yay! Judy gets a shout out too. Yeah,
Judy. Yeah.
Judy
I mean,
was
what another example of like fucking Hollywood fucking you up, dude.
fucking you up.
Who knows? It's really okay. So I don't know how often on these live streams I bring up the Real Housewives shows, but I watch them. And this is my first time. Honestly, I'm shocked. But Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is so good because it includes multiple child actors who like acted in Hollywood when they were children and then like lived in LA the whole time. That show is just crazy because you're like, wow, Hollywood is like so fucked. But it was like this girl, like the girl who was in like Escape to Witch Mountain, like the little girl in Escape to Witch Mountain.
Yeah.
She was on Real Houses of Beverly Hills.
Oh my
for many
God.
seasons. She's like really fucked up. Clearly from having to be a child actor.
Right.
Wow.
She was rad. Yeah, that's funny. Getting drunk and throwing her spaghetti. She was sick of those fucking people.
I mean, she was so talented. So actually talented. Like I can't imagine what it's like to be like a truly, truly, truly talented person in such a horrible, horrible industry.
I know. Which I think is like true of Frances Farmer too.
Okay, yes. Give us the Frances Farmer rundown.
So Frances Farmer, she's in this first Hollywood Babylon book, and she made a bunch. Like between like 1935, I think, and like 1943, she made a bunch of movies, but I didn't really know any of them, But she's absolutely fucking gorgeous, and I think she was truly, truly talented. But she was a communist. And you know how they like to get rid of those communists.
They fucking hate so insane, dude.
So insane, right? And she was from a working class background, which also, not favored in Hollywood, They'll really take you down for that stuff. I don't think people really think about that a lot, but like to this day, Hollywood they don't like that.
No.
They're not about
like
that.
Julia Roberts' niece. Or
yeah.
whatever.
Something like that, or come into the industry in some like way. Like I think like Kristen Stewart's parents were like, her mom was like a script keeper or whatever, and then her father did something, but like they were part of the industry, and she's kind of, and they were wealthy, and she was doing okay, right? So it's just like wealth, right? Anyway, so she was a communist from a working class background. She liked to drink. She was pretty mouthy, all that stuff that Hollywood doesn't like. And so what happened then is one night she got pulled over for like, she had her headlights on in a dimming zone. She was drunk, or they say she was drunk. This is a long time ago. This is 1943. I don't know how they determined if you were drunk. And also like it wasn't like, look, I know for like people from like my parents' age who like they got busted drunk driving, and the cops like, let me take you home. right? So like that's like the 80s or whatever. So like being, you know what I'm saying? Like being busted for drunk driving in 1943 is not the same as it is now. Okay, so she had her lights on in a dimming section. She was drinking, they say, and she didn't have a license, they say. So anyway, they arrest her and she like gives them some guff and she gives them some trouble and they put her in this, you know, whatever, put her in jail. But from then on, but she's calling them names and she's doing all this stuff, right? Because she's probably being arrested like unfairly, or at least,
Right.
you know, in a way that like her male counterparts wouldn't, or her not communist counterparts, or all of the above, you know, all that stuff. And so she's probably talking back, you know, whatever. So this sets off this series of events where here they called it bump. Wait, what is this? Here they called it bump for bump well into the 80s of people were drunk driving. Oh, interesting. Bump for
What does
bump.
that mean?
Yeah, you'll have to tell us what that means
Is
exactly.
that a cocaine thing?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me, but it probably, she's in Eileen's in Scotland, so that's probably
Okay.
So they have different ways of saying stuff there. But so anyway, she it sets off this chain of events. Now, of course, the cops are out for her, right? So they keep arresting her, and one night she supposedly gets in a fight that like in some club or something, like a punching fight, and loses her sweater during the fight. And so now she's running down the street topless, right? And they pick her up for this. And when they ask her what happened to her shirt, you know, she says something like rats or something. Like basically she's kind of like indicating that like somebody took the shirt off of her, right? Put her in this position, right? And so anyway, but here's one of my favorite things. When she goes before the judge, when she gets into the police station, she writes on the document where it says occupation, she writes cocksucker. Right? Oh, bump for bump. We both hit our cars. Let it go. Yeah, got it. So yeah, so she says her occupation is cocksucker, which, you know, like she's this Hollywood starlet who's being fucked in all these contracts. Like her, you know, she has a contract with, I think, MGM, and they're loaning her out to other studios, which she doesn't get paid for, and she's not doing the kind of work she wants to do. And she's getting treated like shit. You know, she's single. She's a communist. I have to keep coming back to that. So anyway, what winds up happening, this is, her story is fucking horrible, because that starts in 1943. By 1944, they've they have her, like they've institutionalized her for the next like 10 years. Like she does time in jail, but then she winds up in a sanitarium where she goes through like really horrible shit, like insulin shock stuff, you know, like that's what they're doing to her. And like, it's famously known that that they lined up to rape her, like pretty much on a daily basis. That's a pretty well-known like thing that happened to fucking Frances Farmer for 10 years. And for what? For being an outspoken communist woman in Hollywood. I mean, people are like, she had problems with depression and alcohol. I'm like, who fucking doesn't? Like, you know, like whatever. That's not how she wound up in a sanitarium. I mean, like depression and alcohol, like that is not how that happened to Frances Farmer. You know what I mean? And like somebody had said about her, there was like one person, like actually, let me show you some of the pictures in this book because they're amazing. Like there she is before.
Oh, yeah, so gorgeous.
So gorgeous, right? And then wait, there's her being arrested. She's fighting back. That's what happens a lot with her. She fights back. And then I love this fucking picture of Frances Farmer though. That's her, like when she's just like, suck my dick. Like Jessica Lange is in a movie about her. You know, Jessica Lange, another gorgeous fucking Hollywood woman.
I pumped her bike tires one time.
Oh my God, shut up. Really?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, because I was working at this bike shop on Elysian Fields in Royal, and she just like, I was like outside tending some bikes, and she just like rolled up and was like, can you please help put some air in my tires? And I was like, yes, Miss Lang! I just looked best day of my life, obviously. But
oh my God, no shit. Oh my God, Jessica Lange, like, oh, such a heartthrob. She plays
I know she
plays Frances
gorgeous.
Farmer, and she smokes these filterless cigarettes. And so all throughout the movie, she keeps like picking the tobacco off her tongue. Like, I don't know, like I smoked filterless cigarettes for a long time. So that's like a thing.
I get that from joints.
Yeah. So like you got to pick that tobacco off. And like I saw Jessica Lange do it and I was like, God, it's so hot. I had no idea like how sexy that was. So for
Jessica Lange touching her tongue? Are you kidding me?
I know, right?
Yeah,
Until I saw
dude,
Jessica Lange do it, I like didn't get it, but Jessica Lange, I'll never forget that. It was so hot. Frances Farmer will have her revenge. Yeah.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
Wait, let's start with that.
Pin that. I can't pin things anymore. I don't know. Maybe I can pin. I don't think I can pin things. Pin that comment.
That's what I heard about Fisher, who shot Mrs. Budicho. She collected 5 sperm samples. What? Oh my, Eileen, you're so funny. Frances Farmer will have her revenge on Seattle. Yeah. So that was Kurt Cobain had a big I think him more than anyone. She was a big hero of his. And so they did that song on the album. But a lot of people say that, and Kurt Cobain had bought one of Frances Farmer's dresses that she wore in a film, and Courtney Love wore it the day they got married. So when you see those wedding pictures, Courtney Love, I know Courtney Love is wearing one of Frances Farmer's dresses, but they named their kid Frances Bean, but they actually named the kid after Frances McKee, who is the singer and I think lead guitar player for the Vaselines. So she is not at their kid.
Don't you think you could be named after many people though?
You can, but supposedly Frances McKee was that's who they said. So
Kurt Cobain was too cool.
I know.
Who killed him?
Who killed him?
Who killed him?
I know. Kenneth Anger, we're going to need you. Yeah, the Vaselines. Yeah, I love the Vaselines. Oh my God, I fucking love them. They've come up a lot lately, actually, oddly. Yeah, who killed Kurt Cobain? Come on, Kenneth Anger, where are you? So, yeah, but she did.
God, we need him on the case.
I know. Oh, wait, there was one.
I would love to, Keats, but I guess we'd have to see what info is out there. But I would love to. There's so many theories about him being a trans woman too.
Kurt Cobain?
A lot of trans people think he was a trans woman.
Oh, I could see that. There's that Gus Van Sant movie called The Last 3 Days.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's sad, but it's good. It's his take on the last 3 days of Kurt Cobain's life, I think. Courtney Love did it she did not.
Genocide? Banned. Genocide, as a moderator, you must ban yourself. Just kidding.
It's the only reasonable thing to do.
Take the L. No, Courtney did no such thing.
No such thing.
No such thing. No. No.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. We're going to have to do, with comments like this, we're going to have to do an episode. There's a really sweet, I forget where I saw it now, but it's a really sweet little bit of Kurt Cobain is he's talking, I don't know, he's recording something, and you can hear Courtney when Frances is really young. You can hear her in the background, and she's like, Kurt, could you do this? He's like, oh yeah, babe, I'll be right there. And it's the sweetest. It's I bet
he was the best partner ever.
Yeah, it's the sweetest thing in their relationship. You can just hear the way they really were with each other. It's super sweet.
Kurt truly seemed like he was an amazing man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and that's what he was always saying about Frances Farmer. That was his thing with her. Is he's chew up talent, and especially like women, and they're not seen as artists or whatever, Yeah, so we probably should do an episode on good old Kurt and Courtney.
Yeah, Courtney defenders rise up.
I know, right? There was one reporter who did like a really good article on Frances Farmer, and he said like he was like the one person who said, none of this ever needed to happen. And one of the things that he said is the terrible truth is she stood alone and lost.
Who said that?
This one reporter said that about Frances Farmer, like that she stood alone and lost. Yeah.
She did.
Yeah, she did. So that's the Frances Farmer story, which is super sad.
Yeah, but at least she still has like her legacy for however long it's meaningful for,
Yeah. Yeah.
Soon we might have to forget all history because we'll have no way to keep records because we'll be fighting for water.
So all of us Pisceans could all be trans. I guess that's true. I could see that now that people are saying it.
I think that's true. We should explore that, Keats.
Yeah. That deep water sign. Yeah, I know people who know Courtney too, and they don't say she's horrible. So there's that. There's
Genocide, you gotta ban yourself.
I know.
From the chat,
how are you not banned
yourself
yet? From the chat, there's that. Knowing people.
Okay, what else did I want to talk about?
Kennedy.
Yes. Hold on. Let me see if I can open to where I was at. Okay, so yeah, basically what I was reading in here was how. Okay. At the pretty much the beginning of Hollywood Babylon 2, there's a story about this actress whose name is Eunice Pringle. Exhibit Eunice.
Oh, I love that picture.
I know, so cute. So basically, Joe Kennedy, which I'm assuming is JFK's dad, but
okay,
I didn't look it up, but that's what I think. I'm sure.
I don't know.
I guess we could look it up really quick.
We could. I can look it up.
Kennedy, JFK's dad. I don't know. You got to look it up. I'm kind of
okay. Yeah, I'll look it up.
Okay, but anyways, he's definitely related. He's like a Kennedy. Like it's like if it's not his dad, it's not. It's like his uncle or some shit. But anyways, he was like fucking dicks out. We're taking over fucking Hollywood. Nobody's standing in my way. I'm gonna buy all the theaters. I'm gonna buy all the studios. He's coming in because he was coming from making a shitload of money bootlegging. Oh, he was Irish, and he got all this fucking whiskey from Ireland, and he was selling it during the bootleg years, and he made like a titload of fucking money, dude. He was like super rich. So he was trying to take over everything. And here's him with Will Hayes.
Thanks, Genocide. Somebody posing as you is just terrible.
Okay, so William Hayes.
Oh.
Ugly, dude. This dude is fucking. Look how jacked his face is.
That's the Hayes rule. He's the one who came in to make Hollywood like Christian.
Of course he's a hater. Look at his fucking ugly face. Of course that guy's gonna hate. So that's him with fucking JFK's dad or uncle or some shit. I should have said I may have great pronunciation. Keats, sounds like you're trans. Sounds like you can explore that. I'm saying this as a non-binary person who's trying to convert everybody to the light.
So I don't know. Maybe are you trolling too, Keats?
Keats is not trolling. Keats is trans. Okay. So, anyways, this is. Did you look it up? Is it JFK's dad?
I can't. It's like there's a lot of Joe Kennedys. They're like, he's a lawyer in Alabama right now. I'm like, no, not that guy.
He He is related. He is a generation ahead of JFK in the Kennedy family. That's for sure.
See.
So he basically had that Eunice Pringle person, like, fake getting raped by this other guy that owned a bunch of theaters because he wanted to take over his theaters.
Oh, that's
Which
him.
is
I'm
so
recognizing
crazy.
it for sure. It is JFK's dad. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
It's JFK's dad?
It is, yes.
I said it was JFK's dad. I
You
was like, I don't
did.
even need to Google this. It just is. But, you know, we're trying to Google things. But yeah, so JFK's dad literally just is
Nobody
a fucking,
thought that, Keats. Nobody
you're
thought
not devaluing anything. Joining
Just-
and
but-
being a part of it,
But it's
is
on the record
adding
now that
value.
he's not.
More numbers. No, I don't believe it. We're gonna explore that more. Keeps, you can DM me. No, just kidding. I mean, you can always DM me, obviously. Anyways, JFK's dad was a bootlegger.
Thank you, Eileen. Okay,
Thank you,
he's a
Eileen.
bootlegger.
JFK's dad is a bootlegger who made millions and millions of dollars, like bootlegging, which, hell yeah, I love crime. Like, I love that.
Especially that kind of crime.
Yeah, we love partying.
Yeah.
But then he was just like, you know, just trying to get more and more money. So that's why he went into Hollywood. He was like buying up all these studios, et cetera, et cetera. Anyways, this plan he made to get this girl to like take this guy down by pretending to be raped, like totally fucking backfired on him. And that's when he got into politics.
Okay.
And then I was thinking a lot about the whole like dynasty thing with like the Bushes and the Kennedys. It's like, really, it's like their dads were businessmen who were like, God, I'm sick of all these rules. I'm going to make my son be a senator so that he changes all the rules so that I can make more money. And that's literally what America is.
Literally what America is. I mean, the way that's, wow. Like, you know what, son? Change these rules for me.
And they did.
And they did. And that's to this day, that's what we're dealing with. You know, when it comes to all these, you know, billionaires or whatever, it's like, yeah, but those are the rules for me.
Yeah. Elaine, she's obvious. I mean, who the fuck knows what's going to happen to her? Even if she goes to jail, it's not going to be the same experience that like going to jail in Louisiana is. You know, it's like she's going to be fucking fine.
Yeah. Let's see. Wait, what's that? What wrong with bootlegging? My dad.
We love bootlegging.
Yeah, bootlegging.
Team
Yes.
bootlegging. We love bootlegging. We love Courtney Love. We hate Charles Manson.
You should be able to be. I mean, like right there, genocide. If you just being like, my dad was a bootlegger, like that should make you president automatically.
Yes,
or at least
president genocide. But genocide, you got to re-examine. You better pardon Courtney Love in your heart because you have some healing to do.
Oh, I love it.
Bootlegging and butt chugging. Genocide 2020.
2024.
Mm-hmm. We have to wait till 2024.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a good time, Genocide. You got a chance.
This is your time. It's you or Trump, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Trump's going to run again and he's going to fucking win.
Is butt chugging where you take in the sun with your butt?
No, dude. You put alcohol in your anus. Oh. Asshole. You put it up your ass.
Oh, my God.
I've never partaken personally. I have not. I have lived in New Orleans for 10 years. Never butt chugged. I do know some people who have done it. Apparently it gets you like hella drunk because like you absorb the alcohol faster in that part of your intestines or something.
I mean, I get hella drunk. That's what check out. Like Courtney Love didn't do it, and also she
genocide.
All right,
I am gonna vote for president.
I am.
I didn't fucking vote last time. Are you kidding me? Oh no, I did. I did vote, and I voted for Gloria La Riva.
I don't know who that is, but right on.
She was originally running with Leonard Peltier as her vice president.
Gloria Rivera.
And he couldn't be on the ticket because he's in jail.
Right. I heard you say something totally different, and then my mind redid it and was like, oh.
Gloria La Riva is her name.
They said Gloria La Riva, but I heard like Aurora something.
Yes,
like,
no.
Who?
I mean, we're coming up on an hour, so shit is going to get jumbled now. How do you drink through your eyeballs? Do you like put drops of tequila in your contacts or something? Because that sounds extremely painful, and maybe I will try it.
But chugging is drinking a lot fast. Okay.
No, it's not. That's not what it is.
I know that there are booty bumps are a thing when you do like
people put alcohol in their asshole, genocide, and if you don't know that, you have lost my vote. Okay, you have to recognize that the American people put alcohol in their asshole.
The American people demand the truth, and the truth is
get rid of genocide. People are putting alcohol in their ass.
Is it like that? See, Eileen knows booty bumps. Yeah. Eileen knows booty bumps. Yeah, that's when you put that meth right in your booty. Oh, she did a vodka eye bath. That
is
crazy.
Psycho. That sounds
crazy.
Extremely painful. I can barely even do. I can barely do my allergy eye drops. I can't.
The thing is that like for many, many years, I was a pretty good drunk, and like none of these things, I never did any of these things. I never did butt chugging. I never did eye baths. Yeah. I drank a lot.
You can still have a gold star if you want it, Michelle.
Thank you. I really appreciate that because I was starting to feel a little small. I'm like, God, I never even.
But I never put on my butt.
It's like pouring vodka into your brain directly. Oh my God.
That sounds so fucking dangerous. That sounds like you're going blind. That sounds like you're getting alcohol poisoning. I don't want to do it though. But I appreciate the gesture.
It's the coupon that counts.
It is good. And that's a smart deal for you too, because I will not be cashing in on that at all. But I do appreciate
your heart appreciate.
Yes, it does. My booty.
Strain's called butt chucking boofing.
Yes.
What? Oh my goodness. Wow. Does Kenneth Anger know? Does he know? Because
it should be in the We have to get him out of the grave because he has to investigate Kurt Cobain. And let's put a bottle of wine up his asshole and do it. Oh thank God. Secret Antenna is here to teach you. Kenneth Anger, boofing in heaven. Boofing. Boofs in heaven.
Oh my God, yes. Let's take over that Neil Young tune and make it Boofs in Heaven. And just get rid of
Eric Clapton one?
Eric Clapton, whatever.
Because fuck Eric Clapton.
And Neil Young.
Really?
I forgot. Somebody told me some horrible thing about Neil Young. Now I forgot. I forget stuff.
That would make me sad.
I'm sorry. I take it all back. Nothing but love.
Nothing but love.
It's like, oh my God, you guys are great. I like Neil Young.
Yeah,
maybe I fucked up. I'm taking it all back because now I can't remember. But somebody corrected me the other way. Oh, I know what it was. There was a store that was selling, didn't realize that they were selling bootleg Neil Young CDs. But Neil Young walked in and said, I'm taking these, and left and didn't pay for them. That's what it was. So maybe you don't hate him for that. So that's not that bad. It's not as bad.
I mean, I'm like, okay, Neil, that's a little petty, but that's not as bad as Eric Clapton. What?
I don't know. Like, I can't remember things good, and I was not prepared to give
I
a
feel
speech
that.
on Neil Young. So I should just
Well,
stop. I should just
we
stop.
forgive you. You are
Thanks.
doing a great job.
Thanks.
Um,
I'd have to prepare for a Neil Young speech.
can't do it off the cuff.
No.
Yeah, Eric Clapton. I saw some tweet. I see it on Twitter, so who knows if it's true. But basically, he was like, "I don't perform Tears in Heaven anymore because I'm not sad about my son dying anymore."
What? Oh shit!
It's just like, you're a little bitch, Clapton. You didn't need to
just
say
like,
that to the world, dude.
just inside voice. You know, like, don't like.
Oh, I didn't know that, Keats.
Yeah.
Yes. He pushed his kid out of the window for profit. I believe it. I believe it.
Ooh. Oh, I love this. I love the audience around here. Y'all are great.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I guess. I can't type in the chat for some reason. But if you want to follow us on Patreon, because we're releasing bonus episodes and it has a special theme song.
It does.
Follow our Patreon. It's $1. So it's basically free.
I'm doing it.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, we just recorded one about Wormwood. We're going to do one about Don't Look Up.
I still have to watch it. I've been binging that Wheel of Time show on Amazon. It's like a super corny fantasy show that rules and sucks at the same time.
Circle back. Yeah, he did have something to do with that devil deal. Oh, yay, John. Oh, my God. The future president is one of our Patreons.
Oh, my God. The influence that we're going to have. What evil deed should we do once we're the brains behind the genocide presidency?
We're happy to have you, Mia. Welcome. You got here in time for like butt chugging and is Neil Young a dick face? We can't remember.
Contested. Eric Clapton, fuck him.
Right.
We want Neil Young to be okay, so we're in denial. Keith, what is your role in the presidency? You have to also I would assume you'd also be in the brain trust.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Planes.
Hell yeah.
Fuck it. We still won't be contributing as much to the fucking horrible climate change as Bezos if we take private planes. So,
I mean, no, the space tourism is going to do us in. I did, in honor of Kenneth Anger, who loves Aleister Crowley. I did draw from the Toth deck, and so we got this 10 of Cups, Toth. I say it all the ways because of New Orleans. I can never remember.
Right.
10 of Cups. So
wow.
That's nice. It's happiness, but Crowley always said, he's like the 10s. He's always like,
too much.
It's too much. He's like, don't bet on it. Don't count on it, kids. So, but whatever. I like it. I'm going to take it. 10 of Cups. We get some like good happiness. And maybe we'll get
our 2022 prediction.
Yeah.
Should I pull one too?
Wait, Crowley hated the cup. I don't know that. That's interesting. Really? He hated the cups. He did seem to really hate that 10 of Cups, like extra hard. That's true. He was really like, yeah, well, it's
of course he hated cups because I feel like cups is like the feminine divine associated one. So of course he fucking hated that shit.
My mom, who's 93, worries about her carbon footprint. She doesn't own a car. Oh.
Mom.
Aw. It's okay. It's okay, Mom.
Okay, I'm going to copy you and I'm going to pull a card too.
Cool. Hi, Keely.
Keely, you're here just in time.
Crowley hated the Cubs.
Okay, I'm kind of drunk, so I can't channel, how I would normally. But it's still fun to pull and see. Okay, so your 2022 was Ten of Cups.
10 of Cups.
Okay, let's see where my guardian angels tell me to cut the deck, and then we'll see what's in the middle. Oh God, they can't talk to me because I'm drunk. Hold on.
It rails against.
Okay, what here? Oh, Four of Cups.
Oh no.
I get those together though too, because it's like the Ten of Cups would be like, okay, but don't make any bets on it. And this is because it's like anything you're betting on is actually like not that cool.
it's like, you know, maybe like what you're wanting isn't so great anyway.
We cannot want greatness right now. We cannot even want it because greatness is so far behind us and was probably never even real.
It was probably never even real.
Never even real.
Yeah. I mean, what was our best president was JFK, and like, look how he got there.
I know. It's like I want to do more stuff about the Kennedys, I guess.
I do too.
Outside of I feel like anything I know about Kennedy is so about the assassination when I'm like, I need to really know the backstory.
Yeah.
I need to know more about the backstory, especially knowing that his dad is like this fucking shitty, stupid Hollywood exec bootlegger guy. Like, I need the behind the music.
I just like, yeah, that we should do that at some point. Secret Antenna should go there. I was thinking that earlier today, you know, but it's like, it's so funny because we dive so deep on stuff that I'm like, I guess we're gonna have to do the Kennedys.
I know, and then the Kennedys is gonna take us like an entire fucking year. Especially because there's so much stuff in New Orleans with the Kennedy and with Oshner and all his testing and there's the assassination and Cuba.
And Cuba, right? And Cuba. That's the big one. It was never even real. I don't know what exactly you're talking about, but I would love to.
Nothing. Nothing
no,
and everything.
Julie was saying, oh.
No, I know.
Okay. I bought my first tarot cards in 87 and asked for a Crowley deck, and they didn't have it. So I bought the Celtic deck and lost my interest for tarot for a long while.
Wow, Jonathan's a hater. I have a Celtic deck too, and it has like some extra cards in it based on some different like Celtic lore or something, and I should learn about it more. I'm a bad druid or whatever.
Or whatever.
I mean, look at me on the computer. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Oh no, I don't get to.
No,
I don't go down for that. Yeah, I don't really like. It just seems like a really great way to fail for me.
Yeah, it's basically just like, what do I want to make sure I don't do this year?
Yeah, kind of.
Let me write it on a list so I don't fucking do it.
Yeah, kind of. Like, it's more for me, like in my life, like I'll be thinking about something that I need to like foment, you know, and I realize I need to get there. Maybe it's my astrology that makes me like this, but it's like, okay, at some point in time, you know, I need to resolve myself to like doing this thing that I know I want to do, right? And then I'll know when I'm getting there. I'm like, all right, in 2 weeks, I'm going to be able to resolve that and get there, you know? So I can't make it fit around the calendar. It's my
series of 2-week resolutions.
It's sort of, but I mean, like, I'll get there to where, like, you know, I mean, I just recently stopped putting the tarot cards up every day, but it was like a few months where I, you know, ahead of time where I'm like, I'm going to start doing this, you know, 5 days a week soon. And then like a couple weeks beforehand, I was like, it's coming, you know, and then I did it for 7 years. You know what I mean? Right. It's that bull. It's that I'm the bull. So I'm like, I'm almost there, everybody.
Yes.
And you know, I'm not changing course because, oh, fuck, I'm not walking a different way. You know,
I get that with all my Capricorn goat stuff.
Yeah.
Because I love like the Capricorn is like this goat that's like walking up the side of this mountain. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to get to the top. I'll get there eventually. I have to walk a really crazy path that I have to figure out on all these rocks. So it might take me forever, but I'll get there.
Yeah, exactly. And like for me, for sure, that big old lumbering bull, I'm like, I'll get there because I'm not turning around or taking a different path. I'm not dragging, I'm not dragging my big old lumbering body some different direction. Oh, I'm like, oh, wait, hang on. This is the one. Sisyphus. Yeah, Sisyphus with Hope. Let's see. I bought the Urban Crow deck. The pictures on that are so beautiful and it feels so strong. I haven't used it yet. It's a really pretty deck.
I'm Googling.
My New Year's resolutions is to remember that my anxiety is lying to me. I love that. That's pretty awesome. I will put my thought power behind that for you, John, aside too. Sisyphus, but with hope. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's wrong?
I don't know how you get that hope part, Keith. I'm just like, I feel like Sisyphus, but I'm just like pissed about it. Sisyphus.
Oh. It's funny. One of my clients the other day, I was like, look, the myth of Sisyphus, what's a myth about it is that there's a downhill. That's cute. It's actually just all one uphill.
Oh my God. I'm trying to look at this Urban Crow.
Oh, it's cool. Eileen has put a few of them up on line sometimes. Or you've shown me, I guess, Eileen, I should say. Hey, Kook. Hi there.
Hey.
Nice to see you. We've been talking all kinds of shit. Sissy pissed. I am frequently a sissy pissed.
Yes.
I don't know. We've been here for a while. Was there something? I wanted to say one thing that Kenneth Anger said about Hollywood.
Let's go.
He said, I've always considered movies evil. The day that cinema was invented was a black day for mankind. Which, I know, right? Sounds really Crowley influenced, though, doesn't it?
He's so dramatic.
So dramatic.
Much like, how do you not realize that it's these capitalists that are here to make money? Like,
you did. Yeah.
If the art of movie making was just left alone to be an artistic practice, like obviously it wouldn't suck so bad. The reason it sucks is because all these dudes are just like throwing their money, wanting to get double it back, and they'll do anything to get it.
They'll do anything to get it. And yet, I
love movies too.
I know. I love he is finally at his Hag Saga era of life. Who, Kenneth Anger? Yeah.
Is he still alive? I
thought he was still alive. You were saying he was dead, and I'm like, maybe I have this fucked up. So
I'm so sorry, Kenneth. My bad. I'm Googling.
Yeah, the book tore shit up back in the day before you could fact check stuff. Yeah, I was
totally alive. I'm a horrible person.
Maybe I didn't get it.
I'm a monster.
So alive.
That's horrible that I did that. I feel awful. You should cancel me.
Oh, wait. Callie is posing as an apartment manager right now.
Hold on.
Coog's friend was his apartment manager. He's alive, born in 1937. That's really funny because, when you said that, I just threw me. I was like, did I miss something? So
no, I feel so stupid. I just assumed he was dead. Okay, here I go.
All right. Check out. There we go. Check out
Kenneth, pay your rent. Interviews. Kenneth, you're late on your rent. You'll never make it in this town. I used to be a star. And I got pregnant. I don't like it when you're pregnant.
Oh my God, I love it. I mean, that did happen to Kenneth. He had to sell his air conditioner once because he was so broke. He's 84.
Wow, I'm a horrible person. I will write him a letter apologizing. And now I have a lot of questions for him and requests.
It's just so
We need
bad.
to do the Kurt Cobain expose.
Not Kenneth.
It's not Kenneth. He's fine. Oh God, I'm a horrible person.
You're not. He would love it. Probably. He's like, yes, let's tell the people I'm dead. I think he did. He did that once, actually, to himself. He did for sure. He put a thing in the newspaper that he was dead himself.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna do that someday as well.
We all used to be starstruck.
Wow. Amazing.
That's something Crowley said. Every man and woman a star.
My mom told me I used to be just a little twinkle in the sky. So.
Oh, what is Kenneth Anger's sign? That's a great question. Hold
on, I got it.
You got it? That's
Wait,
such a great question.
No.
Wait, I've got his.
Hold on, Kenneth. He looks
September
good.
13th. Is that it? Is that his date?
He's a fucking no. It says February 3rd.
Oh.
Oh, he's an Aquarius. Is the name?
I don't know my signs that well. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's Aquarian, and I'm terrified now.
He's back from the dead, Callie.
Thank God. We need him here still, and I accept that I fucked up.
and like everything Aquarius, yeah. And everything for me now. Wait, he's 96. Everybody's doing math. I'm so glad y'all are doing math. I'm so
We
bad.
can't do math. We did count the Hollywood sign though, so
We did. I'll tell you what, my like memory for me right now is so bad that anything, I'm just like, fuck, I don't know. I don't remember it. If it's not written.
yeah, I'm feeling majorly brain fog right now. Like I totally thought I had COVID because I was like, I feel like I have brain fog, but I think it's just allergies because I don't have COVID.
I think it's just menopause for me, but because I'm like, fuck, now I know what people are talking about. I know what all these people are talking about when they're like, I can't remember shit. And I'm like, that is the truth. That is the truth. Oh, we should have a party for his birthday this year. Oh my God, that's such a great idea.
During Mardi Gras.
Yes.
Yes. Let's fucking do it. Maybe we can invite him and he'll come.
Maybe so. We'll tell. Oh, we should make up a big story. Like, we're going to project your YouTube birthday party on the moon, Kenneth.
Yeah. No, seriously. They'll be like, man, it didn't work for some reason. But
yeah we invite him on live.
That would be sick.
We'll offer him an air conditioner.
You know somebody that knows him? Let's get him on here, but don't tell him that I thought he was dead.
No, start with that. Start with they think you're dead, Kenneth.
Yeah.
That's the opener.
I bet it would just be us trying to get him to figure out how to like use Zoom the entire time.
He would laugh his how he loves Dad.
Wow. That would be way too cool. I feel like I'm not worthy, but I want to try.
We could try to make him prove that he was the real Kenneth Anger. The whole time.
We need to do it.
Let's do it. Be like, I don't know, you kind of resemble him, but what happens in 1957 with
okay, we have multiple ends for Kenneth Anger, so please let's make it happen.
Oh my God, look at all these people. They're like, we're one.
I know everybody in this chat is friends with Kenneth Anger. That's so right. Why am I not friends with him? Yes.
We're like 1 degree of Kenneth Anger and Courtney Love. Except I'm 1 degree. Of
oh my God. Let's get Courtney. Let's also invite her to Kenneth Anger's birthday party. So it'll be us two Courtney, Kenneth Anger, and all you guys in the chat. That
Wait,
sounds perfect.
Coop texted me a picture. Hang on. We're going to see what's in here. Oh, there he is. Oh, my God. He looks so cool. Look how cool he looks.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No. I'm sorry. That man is
Is it a
dead
wig?
right there.
Yeah, that's a wig. That is very cool.
That is a wax. That is a wax. What do you call him? Selenite. Thank you, Coop. Those are fucking awesome. Hag babe, for real.
Yes,
I mean, look at that
amazing.
robe. Look at that robe.
That's so cool. God. He's so cool. He's in the new Anton LaVey documentary. What?
Oh, you're not a mod? How are you not a mod?
What?
Hang on, let me fix that. You're supposed to be a mod. Wait.
I can't even type in the chat right now myself. So, but I don't have anything I need to say because I'm on the screen.
Well, shit. I made other people mods, and now I can't see how to make you one. Oh, you know why? Because this is Callie's channel.
So I have to do for my channel. This is the way that we did this.
I know.
You know, okay, Keats, I'll do it later, but I will do it. But I'm going to do it later. Wow, okay.
There we go. See, Coop knows all this stuff. He's in the new Anton LaVey doc, which I didn't even know there was one.
I didn't either. I would definitely want to check that out, though.
Cool. But if Keats is a mod, how can I block
Keats is going to block you, John. Keats is going to block you.
That is great. Oh, a new Anton LaVey doc. I don't know. I don't know if I can. Oh, whoa, wait. Here, I didn't show you the whole bottom portion of that picture. Look at that robe. Look at that guy.
Why does he kind of look like Lord Josh Allen's future?
Is Anton LaVey dead? God, don't ask me. I obviously don't know.
Let's look.
Let's look.
He is dead.
He is working it, Mark, for real. It's on the pragmatic.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Celebrity guests. We'll get a celebrity guest someday. Maybe.
And they'll all, that should be our thing, is we'll get all these celebrity guests and we'll make them prove that they're not dead.
Yes! Come on, secret antenna, if you're still alive.
Yes, Anton LaVey is dead. So you say, Jonacide, so you say.
You gotta get him on here to prove it. If he refuses our invitation,
that's fucking hilarious. I love it.
Okay, amazing. Okay, well, I think we have a lot of good materials for our next live.
Oh my God.
Next live.
We're speaking to Kenneth through the Ouija board. Oh my God, if we had him here, we could be like, all right, we're going to ask the Ouija board if you're dead, Kenneth. I'm sorry. It just keeps going on. Get LaVey's organ to be a guest.
Yes. Yes.
I did Lord Josh Allen comment, but he needs more fancy Chinese gear and feather fans.
Did you hear me say that Kenneth Anger looks like Lord Josh Allen?
He might have. Oh, you're right. In those robes, he does.
In the robes.
Yeah.
I stand Lord Josh Allen. Yeah. I do. True stand.
Oh, Anton LaVey kept an organ in his kitchen.
Whose organ? Which organ? Human? Animal?
I'm hoping it was musical.
Shut up. We're talking about a penis, right?
Oh my god. Musical.
Musical.
Yeah, it
Oh my
was
god. I
musical.
literally what? That
And
really threw me
look,
off.
you're like tainted from all of this Hollywood Babylon talk. You're like it must be a penis. And
It must be a penis in a jar. It must be a penis in a jar. That's it. Him and Rasputin together, next to each other, jarred.
Let's see. Genesis said it was god awful when he would start playing. Really, that's so funny. Josh Allen is the epitome of class. Agreed. Oh, LeVay's organ. See, I still think this is a joke. It was god awful when he started playing his own organ. Y'all already talked about John Wayne. No, we didn't. We didn't talk about John Wayne. We talked about Francis Farmer, and we talked about Joe Kennedy, and we talked about Aleister Crowley a little bit. But we got to talk about John Wayne gangbangs at some point in time. Yeah, he got into sense, and it was all rough. I don't follow any Anton LaVey stuff at all. I read
either, but I would listen to this album.
Yeah, I read the Satanic Bible.
Mort Garson, who did the Plantasia album, has an album, I think, under the band name Lucifer, and it's like super, super good.
And poor Mary Pickford, I know, and Clara Bow too. Yeah, no, that shit was crazy. All of that shit was crazy. We didn't talk about a lot of that in this episode. We have a Secret Antenna episode, actually a pre-Secret Antenna episode that we're going to load up.
Foreign TV.
Yeah, that was when Callie and I first got started, and we did like this long Hollywood Babylon episode, which we're going to upload to this channel. So subscribe to this channel, everybody, because we are going to do more lives here and all that kind of good stuff as time goes on. We're picking up speed over here.
Yeah, we've been doing good lately. Now that we're through the crazy holidays, and we're just going to do more.
You're so right, Keith. Poor Mary. You've heard some of the music.
Well, I guess it's probably about wrapping up time.
I think it is.
An hour and a half, which is
Thank you, Jonathan. And you can go into the channel later and actually make people mods. We don't have to be live. You can do it.
I will totally do that
later.
Do you want to pin a comment with our Patreon link, maybe?
Okay, let me try that.
If you're not subscribed to our Patreon, it's $1 a month. And we have bonus episodes, and we're only 2 right now, but we're going to have more. And yeah, so it's patreon.com/secret antenna. Thank you, Eileen. It's so fun having everybody in the chat hanging out.
It is so fun. Thank you so much. And thank you for like putting up with our memory.
Oh yeah. I feel like I'm getting so much more comfortable doing these lives, which is nice.
I've been wanting to see the Jay Mansfield doc. Yeah, I haven't watched that one either. She died down there on the 610. She's going out to Slidell. Her and her little chihuahua.
Oh.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
There we go.
Yes, that's us.
I will watch it, Kook. Thank you for that. I'm glad you got here tonight, Kook.
Thank you for coming.
And the pictures you sent were fucking rad.
Iconic. Oh my God, that's so tragic.
Did her kids die in that accident, Kook?
They must have.
The car was in a murder museum. Yeah.
Why do people have murder museums? That's so weird. That just sounds like how you get ghosts.
If they weren't sleeping. Okay, they were sleeping. Yeah, that was a crazy fucking accident. That was a crazy accident. But, like, that happened right down there. Like, go driving out to Slidell, man. The kids survived. That's
they
cool.
did? Thank God.
The Chihuahua got it. The Chihuahua died. I know. It's sad. The ones that this edition, not all the editions have it, but this edition of Hollywood Babylon has a picture of the Chihuahua. And like when I'm in the back of the book, I'm like, oh God, I don't want to see that picture. I don't want to. Not all of them
dead
have
Chihuahua.
It. And like people really complained about that. I think maybe because not every. I'm just assuming because not all editions have it, but this edition does, and I'm like, I could live without that.
Oh my God.
Oh, she wasn't beheaded. It was her wig. Okay. I kind of thought somebody else had told me that her being beheaded was not real. Yeah. They thought she was decapitated, which she wasn't. She was wearing a wig, right? Yeah. Yeah.
These people all
Thanks, Ken. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, thank you. Even though I'll never get over what he did to Liz on this cover. Like, come on, dude.
I know.
If he comes on the show, I'm going to be like, why? Why did you do that to Liz? Why? She deserves better.
She deserves better.
Beautiful. It's so confusing trying to like hold these up straight when I'm looking at this camera that's all backwards. Ah!
I know, right? Well, not for us.
Here we go. We love him. Thank you, Kenneth. I'm so glad he's still living. Well, who the fuck is even happy to be alive in Corona 2020?
Well, after we decide that it is in fact Kenneth Anger, it's the real Kenneth Anger. That's going to be our next question. I don't know.
Do you even want to be alive anymore, man? Like, it fucking sucks. What are you even doing?
96, man. I don't want to hear that magic isn't real. That fucker is 96. He started doing LSD in the fucking 40s, yo. I don't want to hear shit, right? Magic is real.
Honestly, good point.
Yep. He'll survive Corona. He's magic.
What? I hope it's worth it. God. I mean, I'm staying alive for the entertainment, but.
I mean, if I was 96 right now, I'd be into living more. I don't know what that means. I have no fucking idea. I
somehow understand, though. It's just like, oh, I already had a good life behind me. And me,
yeah, right?
I'm only 32 or 33. And
or however fucking. At least we don't know how old we are either.
Well, no, I just turned 33 my Jesus year. But then I really do keep forgetting. And earlier this year, I was like 31. I have no idea how old I am.
Thanks, Goog. I'm glad.
Jesus year.
Oh, yeah, it's Jesus years. Yeah, 33 is good. I turned 50 in a few months. That's just like, when I think about that, like, right. I know I saw somebody else that I knew that was turning 49, and I was like, God, she's already 49. I'm like, wait, Michelle, you're 49.
But it's like, I don't know, I feel like when you live like just any type of different lifestyle, age really does become, I don't know, I just don't see it as much. Like when I see other people in their 30s doing like their 30s thing, I'm just like, oh, I am kind of ageless because I'm like not really taking that path, so I don't have the same life markers or like deadlines as everybody else, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that this is really true. I see that in people a lot too. Like, I absolutely agree with it. Like, the grind will fucking age you, man. Just you know what I mean? Like, I don't even mean like the working grind, just like the grind of trying to fit into like capitalism and society will fucking age the shit out of you.
It's like it takes up your entire life. Like the path that you're like supposed to do or whatever, that's your entire life. It's like plotted out for you, you know? And then if you're not doing that, it's like you have a lot more options of like how you want to spend your time.
It's really true. And like, I really think, you know, like fulfilling desires and fulfilling like, you know, whatever those desires might be, creative, sexual, like travel desires, all of that, like fulfilling desires, like it feeds you life and you just don't age the same as people who are like, I'm trading in all of my desires for like this security in this, you know, security in all kinds of different ways, not just money, but also like my neighbors think I'm normal and like my family, you know, doesn't know I'm actually gay, you know, and shit like that fucking ages you, man.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh, my brother was celebrating that I did it. Just barely, right? Because the 27s
Oh,
that
right.
cut
The
off.
27 year. Yeah. Got a couple to make it through, but you know.
Well, oh, Eileen's 52. Yeah, we're about the same age, Eileen.
I love our, just having so many people of different ages in this chat.
Yeah, me too. I know, it's cool.
Love it.
Well, everybody, thank you for coming to Secret Antennas, like New Year's, New Hollywood Babylon, New Year's.
Yeah, this was so fun.
This is so fun. Like maybe we can get Kenneth Anger on with us. Maybe we can get John Hinckley on with us sometime.
Yes.
I feel like we could ask
Sirhan, let's get him on.
Oh, we should. I bet a lot of people would like that. Who knows? Man? Who knows? We're super fun. So maybe all these people, like, why not us? Like, yeah. Happy birthday, everyone. Happy New Year. Thank you, Lena. Love you too, Kook. Thanks for the pictures and all this and all the info.
Everybody, yeah, this is so fun. This was definitely the funnest one we've done so far. So can't wait till next time.
Okay. Good
Happy
night.
New
Thank
Year.
you, Mark. Bye. Happy birthday. Happy New Year.